What's up? AtoZSports here live, Titan Game Day live, the halftime show. I promise we will have more juice than the game that is halfway over. Thank goodness, as the Titans are leading the Texans in a barn burner, 3-0 halftime score. It was a Joey Sly 55-plus yard field goal, the only point of the day in a true snooze fest. I'm still frustrated watching this team. As I was 2 weeks ago when they last played. So, Easton, we're going to have a lot of fun here in our quick halftime show, but for real we are. But first, tell the people what they got to do here on this halftime show before we officially get going.
Yeah, get in here, like the show on Facebook or on YouTube, hit that like button for us, send the link to a buddy, be a friend, tell a friend, do all of the things, and then jump into the comments with user Moo, which is definitely a bot, but the rest of you seem real. Good to see everybody here at half. Let's do about 10 minutes of crazy Titans talk.
Yes, if a user Moo is not a bot, I'd like to hear you say, hey, I'm
prove
not a
it
bot.
Right now, user Moo.
Yeah,
I don't believe you.
Prove it. What's your... Never mind. All right, so let's get going officially here. Welcome to AtoZSports, the Titan Game Day Live halftime show. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors for our Titan Game Day Live season. X Golf in Nashville, Murfreesboro, Hermitage, and Franklin. BTA Sports, use the code ATOZSports, and you get a 14-day free trial for a $79, 12-month subscription to make yourself a better sports bettor. Botero Carts, Life is Short, get a golf cart, 2 locations, Columbia and Gallatin. Lipscomb University Sports Analytics grad program, turning your passion into a career. The Barrel Social Club, real poker, real players. The Barrel Social Club is Kentucky and Tennessee's poker destination. And T-Dot, Nobody Trashes Tennessee's campaign. Be part of the solution to end littering across the state. NobodyTrashesTennessee.com. My goodness, Easton, I will let you start because I am just frustrated because I am going to lose money because I bet the over 37.5. I also need the Titans to score 2 touchdowns between 5 different players, one of which Calvin Ridley was out with an ankle injury after his first catch, and then Chimdike might have a concussion. So we'll see. But Easton, I'll let you start with your first half analysis and reaction.
Yeah, by the way, the live total in this game, over under 21.5 points. So we're just looking for 3 touchdowns worth of points in the second half. And frankly, I'm not sure where they're coming from. To summarize this first half for the Titans, there were injuries for sure. There was one drive of note, 13-play, 50-yard drive, but it was marred with these right here, a prop that I've had for a long time sitting at my desk that I've not used. But flag on the Titans for the number of penalties they have committed in this game, most of which coming from the trenches. Now, the Jeffrey Simmons one we can talk about when we have more time. Sounds like it looked like he got jobbed on that one, even though he's kind of an easy punching bag. I saw a lot of fans very mad at him. I don't think he deserved that one. He's done that in his
career before.
He's actually committed the penalty in his career before, but that one wasn't a penalty, so that's frustrating. The offensive line.
The only harm was more minutes off the clock.
Correct. The offensive line's penalties were extremely detrimental. They continued to jump off sides over and over and over. One of the offside penalties for the Titans today was, I think, ruled on Gunnar Helm. But that one, it was a trip set where all 3 wideouts moved at the same time, making me think that it was on the snapper, not like the snap count. I think it was even more of an offensive line issue there.
I know. I have a take on this. But keep going.
Okay, well, whatever it is, the offensive line's jumping off sides. The receivers are jumping off sides. Cam Ward isn't snapping the ball in time. We're having to call timeouts because we're about to get a delay game. The pre-snap is a real mess for the Titans right now. All of that being in there, and they've lost Calvin Ridley. They may be about to lose Chimdike. They have 92 total yards of offense, 13 yards rushing the ball today. A million things that are negative.
Yeah,
and they are winning the game 3-0.
Yeah, one carry went for -7. So they're doing stupid stuff. There's a screen pass that worked brilliantly, and then a screen pass that failed miserably. And so it's all over the place. They can't seem to get anything going consistency, which, what do you know? That's what the Titans season has been. So J.C. Latham had a false start. The Titans classic, again, did the whole 3rd and short, now 3rd and 10+ thing again. Mm-hmm. Now they converted it because Tajay Spears is fast and quick and twitchy and is able to do that. And the screen was executed well after the J.C. Latham false start. And then then the Lloyd Cushenberry got called for a false start on the snap infraction, trying to get that 5 yards back as well. And then, you bring up, they called 84 Gunnar Helm on the 3rd false start. But here's my take on this. Snap the damn ball. Just snap it. The hard counts are now a detriment to your team because your teammates aren't able to not flinch. this is the same thing that Cam
But I
has
think
done.
that was still the offensive line. I think they were supposed to snap the ball.
No, it was a hard count. Like Cam has
Why
been
did all three receivers move though?
Because
all three of them got?
No, when Gunnar Helm was the most inside of the three in the trip. So when that guy moves, the other two guys move. Like, that's just how that works. That's just that's like a human reaction situation.
I hope somebody asks about this after.
But like I have, there's been like you said earlier, it's getting the play clock all the way down to the end, waiting, and then a hard count, and you get somebody to flinch something. So just snap a damn ball. Just do it. Hurry up. Snap the damn ball. Quit with a hard count. You're not good enough to execute at like AP level. Like, just try to get the ball. Like, Easton, what was my X factor this morning in the pregame show? Avoid the avoidables. Avoid the avoidables, which is the pre-snap penalties. Why are you making it so dang complicated pre-snap where you're putting yourself in negative spots? Just snap the damn ball and move on.
Based on that half alone, the Titans may no longer be above average with the pre-snap penalties because it's like they hurt us and we're going to pile as many on as possible in the first half. It's so funny that we're all so upset about this. And I think a lot of your frustration comes from the fact that what did I say before the game? I was like, it might be the same as the first one where it's like 6 total points through 3 quarters. And then we're both like, I sure hope not. Well.
Yeah. So real quick, because Agent S. Dot says, so that's on Cam, right? Is it on Cam? And I don't know if I'm just taking this question that could be delivered in many different tones or ways. It is now, because this has happened 3 times in one half. Now it's on Cam Ward to not allow for more false start pre-snap penalties to happen. The first time it's on Latham. The second time, I think it's on Cushenberry. I guess they were trying to draw the Texans off. I think it was more of a bang. Texans guy jumped, Lloyd flinched. But now that it's happened over and over and over and over, Cam's got to be more simple, keep it direct, and just get up there and snap the ball because your guys are jumpy. So it's the same thing as hunting for the big explosive play down the field. If your guys can't execute it, stop putting them in the situation to fail. And so the hard snaps need to quit. The pass protection has been pretty solid so far in the first half. But if you could just stay in 3rd and 6 or less like you've had instead of penalties, then you'll be all right. So just keep it simple, man. It's on Cam moving forward. At first it's not, but now it is because it's a repeat situation. I don't know if you agree with that or care about that or what.
I don't care. If we're keeping it a buck, I don't care, but I'm happy you're passionate about it. I think it's funny that they're winning this game and we're all so upset. And I'm sitting here looking at the win probability, which we'll get to in a second, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it is. So how are the Titans winning this game? Let's talk about that because they are. It's 3-0. It's
and they're winning this game because, listen, when you have a pair of the top 2 defenses in the league, when they clash like this is the kind of game you get, Two juggernaut units are just stuffing the offenses in lockers. We've got Cody Barton out here flying around. We got a Jalen Harrell sack, on a Sunday, classic Sunday with a Jalen Harrell sack, the first half sack of his career, I believe. Arden Key's getting in there. Mm-hmm. They're playing well, actually, or the
defense.
I don't feel like the Texans offense is playing poorly necessarily. I think the Titans offense is actually just playing relatively fine.
They're just not very good either.
so like not very good. I mean, like the Nico Texans Collins is pretty good. All their receivers are pretty good. Collectively,
they're not very good. And Davis Mills is not playing very well. He seems pretty slow and lackadaisical out there. They've had 35 offensive plays for 140 yards. That is an average of 4 yards per play. That's marginally better than the Titans' 3.8 yards per play, which is exactly what their pace was on their 13-play, 50-yard drive to get the only points of the day. So, it's not like anybody's being efficient moving the ball. There's a lot of negative plays. There's some short runs. Like nobody can run the ball. There's 31 yards rushing for the Texans to 13 by the Titans. So you're finding yourselves in passing downs, and sometimes they convert, sometimes they don't. Then you end up punting or you get sacked. And I think that's where we've seen this game play out. But we've got a couple minutes here before the second half begins where the Titans start the half with the football. So we'll get to see Cam Ward to see if they can go build on a lead. I don't know if this ever happened this season. Cam Ward gets the ball to start the third quarter with the lead. This might be a first. I don't know if you can rack your brain.
There's no way that's happened.
There's no way that's happened, right? So we'll see how that plays out, but we'll get to the percentage chance the Titans have to win the game and our gut feeling on how this game ends. But shout out to Lipscomb University Sports Analytics Program. It is a grad program that is all online, and you can get your grad degree by taking Lipscomb University Sports Analytics Program. Again, it's a state-of-the-art program. It's new. It's on the forefront of this industry changing where you can change up your career or follow what you're passionate about and earn a living doing it. There's so many ways you can do that. Lipscomb University is creating a pathway for that, whether you work for a media company, a team itself, one of these data companies like BTA Sports that we work with as well. There's opportunities galore to work in sports with data, and Lipscomb University is helping that. So shout out to Lipscomb University with their sports analytics program. So people in the chat, you guys can answer, what percentage chance do you give the Titans to win this game? I have not looked at the percentage. I say my percent chance is 37%. I give the Titans a 37% chance to win this game. I have no clue what the number says on ESPN's predicted number. Easton, I know you don't use ESPN's number, so I'm curious to see how our two numbers are going to equal out here. But
they're always within a point or two of each other. But
yeah. So what's your percentage? And we'll get to the chat real quick.
Well, hang on. So you're at 37%. What will your number jump to if the Titans score on the first drive of the half?
A touchdown?
Score. In this game, we're just counting. Listen, the way this game's going, scores are scores.
If a field goal, I'll jump probably to 53%.
Okay.
A touchdown to make it 10-0, I'll probably jump to like 65.
Wow. Okay. So a touchdown gets you over the threshold of what the actual number is. The actual number on NFL Pro is 61% currently. The Titans have a 61% chance of winning the game. It kind of jumped on the Titans side of the ledger at the very last minute.
See, ESPN's has 52%, so that's a big difference.
That's like the biggest discrepancy I've ever seen, honestly.
Right.
But I think this model was strongly anticipating the Titans allowing some kind of points right before half, and it wasn't until they saw the triple zeros that it nose dove on the other side of the ledger for the Titans. I'll say, they're in the lead. They're about to get the ball back. I did live bet the Texans to win the game. I did live bet on the Texans spread when it jumped real low. I will say the Titans have a 45% chance of winning the game, pending what they do on this first drive.
All right.
If they don't score, it's going to fall closer to what your number is. If they do score, I think they're more likely to win than not.
I'm not expecting them to score, so
right. No, I mean me neither, for the record.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So I'm at 37%. You're at 45%. So that's
right.
But hey, the ESPN and what's your company? What analytics you use?
Oh, this is NFL Pro.
Oh, NFL Pro. They are way more confident in the Titans than we are. So
apparently.
Okay. I guess we will see you guys for the post-game show. Will the Titans get their second win of the season, leading 3-0?
Maybe.
3-0 and getting the ball to start the third quarter. We'll catch you guys later on. Appreciate it. Shout out to all of our sponsors again, X Golf, Nashville, Murfreesboro, Hermitage, Franklin, BTA Sports, Botero Cards, Barrel Social Club, and T-Dot and Lipscomb University Sports Analytics. We'll see you in the post game. Appreciate it. Thanks.